Showing the students that the story that they have as individuals is important and is worthy of being told. I'm not necessarily teaching them how to tell their own stories, but rather I'm giving them the information that they need to know how important it is to tell their own stories.
Telling stories has been something that's really important for the ninth grade multicultural class in general. It's a class that looks at how and why stories matter and the fact that many stories matter. And when we think about American history and the narrative of American history, as we make that more complex and we tell additional stories, our narrative of America changes.
The long-term hope is to give them the inspiration and the drive that they need to take their stories and utilize their stories to kind of build the building blocks to their own personal success, but also to show them the importance of making space for themselves and opening up space for other people.
This final project asks students to apply a lot of the themes that we've learned throughout the year about identity and change, storytellings and narratives, and bring them into our community.
Hi, my name is Aliza Shear, and I'm a freshman at WT. I'm an Ashkenazi Jew, and being Jewish is a very important part of my life. At WT, we have the Jewish Student Union, which feels like a good little community that I definitely feel safe in. But I do feel that a lot of the Jewish holidays, except for maybe Rosh Hashanah, because we get a day off, aren't really talked about. It's like a lot of people don't understand what Judaism is and how that affects your life being a Jew. So I think that being in the JSU, we've kind of been talking about working towards just having more understanding within the WT community.
I'm Clara Spiegel, and I've been doing karate for around 10 years, which is 2/3 of my life. It's important to me because it takes a lot of effort and dedication, and it's a lot like school in that way. I started my journey when I first came to WT in kindergarten. I was around 5 years at that time. I recently tested for my black belt. That happened around 6 months ago. It was very surreal kind of because I've never worked at something so hard for so long. And like the black belt is like symbolic of how hard and how long I've worked at this. School takes a lot of time and a lot of effort to do well at, and martial arts and school are a lot alike in that regard.
So me and my friend at Winchester used to write books and make our own like card games together whenever we were a little bit younger. Some of the classes allow me to be more creative and like write my own stories or make my own group projects with other people and make like art and stuff in them. I really like English class because we have a passion project that's coming up at the end of the year, and for my passion project, I'm writing my own short story that's sort of inspired by the stories that me and my friend used to make. At Winchester, everybody is really supportive and they help you sort of make your ideas a reality.
My name is Mia Greiner. I'm in ninth grade at WT. I've been at WT since fourth grade. I used to go to a Catholic school. I have a sibling, one sibling, their name is Sam. I have 2 dogs. I love to do theater. I love to sing and act. and I love to read books too. My identity at WT has earned me a lot of privilege, and I think that my goal for WT and also for America is to be able to give that experience to other people and to be able to share their stories that might not have been shared before. I think this matters because often there is a lot of discrepancies in what stories are actually told and whose experiences are actually shown. Often the people in power their stories are told, but not other people. And I want to be able to make that a reality and make sure that everybody can show their experience, because those stories that are told really impact the events that happen. I think that this project is a great way to do that. I think that there has already been a lot of work done towards that, but it is a long process. So I think that we just always have to keep going.
Hi, my name is Nora and I'm a freshman here at WT. So pretty much I've lived in Pittsburgh my whole life, but my family is from a lot of different other places in the world, like Italy, Colombia, Israel, Turkey, and so many other different places. So growing up, when I was younger, I would speak Italian and Spanish in my house, and I still do. So when I was going to pick a high school, I wanted a place that would really celebrate everyone's differences and use that as a way to learn. So pretty much that's sort of my goal that I would have for WT, is to just continue on celebrating people's differences and using it as a way to understand different perspectives. And I think that this project is just exactly that, highlighting different stories that haven't been talked about as much and using them to really understand everyone, because there's so much danger in just having a single story.